Good morning to all my friends and family, and welcome to Jim's 5 a.m. club. It's Thursday and I come to you from the beautiful Circular Quay. I'm spending a lot more time down here because I'm working in the city, and I take my lunch break, and I also look forward to delivering a Jim's 5 a.m. club where I can, because I have time running against me. I'm trying to get 1,000 Jim's 5 a.m. clubs out within a year, so I need to do as many as I can while I can. But there's no better place to be at the moment than Circular Quay in springtime, so I'll make the most of it while I can, and make the most of this beautiful weather while it's staying radiant and glorious. Anyway, I've got the fresh water coming in to dock number 3 here at Circular Quay, and we'll go and do a walk and talk as we normally do, and just cover a few different topics as we do, just to pass our time, share our knowledge, and have some shared experiences. So, what are we going to talk about today? And in the true tradition of the Jim's 5 a.m. club, we come unscripted, unedited, unorganised, unplanned, and we'll just decide about a topic, and we'll just try and deliver it as best we can, remembering that we're not trying to do it professionally. We're just trying to do it in a casual, conversational style, as if we're just walking together with a parea and just chatting to each other as we pass our day. Anyway, the thing that came to mind now, and I think I'll chat about it, is many years ago when I was at university. I went to Sydney University and studied economics, and I made a lot of good friendships during those years, and most of my new friendships back in those days were Greek Australians who were studying at Sydney University. And for me, it was an eye-opener in terms of making new friends, leaving school, and taking that big bold step into the new world, where I was no longer a school student, but I was an independent and excited university student. And I frequented a number of Greek functions and met a number of lovely people over the years. But I remember once hearing one of my friends say something which has stuck with me ever since. His name is Andrew Zmernis, and has been a friend for many years, since those heady university days. And Andrew once said something which, as I said, stuck with me, and I think it may be worth just talking about and elaborating on. And the point that he made was, you don't want to be a bearer of bad news, is something that he mentioned back then, and it stuck with me, and I think it's been a very, very good piece of advice over the years, for many different reasons. I think we've seen over the years that there are people who just thrive on drama, thrive on chaos, and thrive on people, having problems and rejoicing at the issues and challenges that they face. And I think what Andrew was alluding to was that if you're a bearer of bad news all the time, then all you're basically doing is looking out for newsworthy items just to gain attention, or to cause chaos or troubles. So according to his sort of advice, is it's probably best to leave the bad news for other people to share and to focus on the good news wherever possible, and to be part of the good news stories. Don't know how you feel about that or if it resonates with you, but over the years I have come across people, and you can see it in their eyes, you can see it in the tone of voice, you can see it in their demeanour, their behaviour, that they actually will on or celebrate catastrophe or drama or problems. You know, they salivate. They salivate when they hear of something bad happening, or when somebody's having some severe challenges, or somebody's divorcing, or somebody's got health issues, and it gets to the point where you just scratch your head and say, well, why? Why would you be so happy, or appear to be so happy, or want to share those challenges with people? Because it doesn't really lead you anywhere other than to be seen as a bearer of bad news, and somebody who enjoys chaos and enjoys drama. Now you see on Facebook sometimes, there are people who will celebrate the fact that the economy is going bad, or COVID-19, the number of deaths have increased, or the 5G is causing all these damages, and they just whip people into a frenzy, and they fearmonger, and they just feed on fear, uncertainty and doubt. And I often just question myself, what is it about their personality type that wants them to celebrate those sorts of things? Why do you want to focus on the negative, on the alarming, on those things which just cause issues and make people feel uncomfortable all the time? So at the end of the day, we need people to put things into perspective and not to overstate things. We've learnt over the years that there are personality types that are knee-jerk in their reactions and overreact at both ends. Overreact on the way up and overreact on the way down. But they seem to thrive on chaos and thrive on a situation which is causing pain, suffering, uncertainty, doubt, and it's just not worth it. So once again, the question is, or the point that I want to make is that you are what you focus on. I could be here focusing on these rusty, dirty poles. I could be focusing on some rubbish which is in the water, or I can just be pointing the camera at stuff and pointing out all the bad things that are around me. I could be focusing on things which are here. Yes, they are here. I can be focusing on stuff which is here, like a bin, or a sign, or I could be pointing the camera and focusing on the magnificent Harbour Bridge, the building over there which is the Museum of Contemporary Art, and highlighting that. I could be focusing on Circular Quay, or the beautiful, magnificent cityscape of Sydney. I could be talking about those cranes and the magnificent development which is happening in Sydney. And yet, as I said before, there are other people who take the camera of life, take our focus, and focusing it on the rusty pole or the rubbish or something else around us, which, as we said before, it's here. Yes, we acknowledge in our life there is good stuff and bad stuff. But why do you want to focus on the bad stuff all the time? That's the question. What is it about your personality type? What is it about your upbringing? What is it about the fears, uncertainty and doubts that you have in your life that you're projecting in your daily dialogue with the people around you? It's something that we all need to consider and to put check to, because at the end of the day, society is not interested in people who focus on problems and create problems. Rather, it's best to maybe change that focus and be solutions oriented and look at what is a possible solution, or just to simply focus on the aesthetically beautiful things that we have in our life. We've all got enough problems in our life. We don't need more problems. We don't need more challenges. We need some positive distractions. We need some examples of people succeeding, of people doing well, to take us away from the pain and suffering that we all have on an individual basis. Anyway, I think I'll leave it there. I'm just getting a bit of a wobbly boot here at the moment. But let's finish off with a positive affirmation. I'm alive, I'm well, and I feel absolutely great. To my friends and family, stay connected, stay relevant, and wherever possible, point your lens, point your focus onto things which are beautiful, which are positive, which are uplifting, which are empowering, because only then you're able to help the people around you cope with what they have in their lives. And as my friend Andrew Zmernis once said many years ago to me, and it has stayed with me ever since, avoid at all cost to be the bearer of bad news, because it won't lead you anywhere, and it will define you as being a fearmongerer, a Debbie Downer, and somebody who takes joy in seeing suffering, chaos, and issues. So I guess the advice is downplay the negative and promote and show the uplifting and the positive. Until we talk again on Jim's 5 a.m. Club, I'll chat to you tomorrow from another location. Don't know where it'll be, but it'll be highlighting the beauty of this magnificent city of Sydney, and hopefully I'll be able to share a story with you, share an experience, a book summary, or whatever. We're going to walk and talk and chat and have a shared experience, and hopefully we can leave 10-15 minutes later feeling uplifted, positive and empowered, and to get through another day, because we all have our challenges, we all have our struggles, and nobody comes into the world without any. So until tomorrow, yasas, bye for now, and thank you for joining me, and I look forward to chatting to you again tomorrow. Bye for now.